Hello and welcome back to another episode here on the OmathaCraft server. In today's episode, we are here on the server in 1.14 and we are going to be working on a very special project. The server has upgraded and you may see behind me, we've just landed inside of it. We're going to be doing some work to a project which I'm so excited to work on, and we've already done loads of work on in a stream. You may guess it or not, but this is an iron farm for Minecraft 1.14, and we're going to be building this in today's episode. As you can see, the actual structure and the framework is here, and we built all of this up in a stream, apart from a couple of things which I'm going to show you in just a second. We are here at spawn. Firstly, what we did was we wiped out the spawned island, so nothing is now actually here. So yeah, I think we still need to wipe out some of these islands which are in render distance, and as you just saw there is still quite a bit of lag on the server, and there are a few things we need to talk about before we jump into today's episode. The first thing is we can have a look as night is upon us, and as you can see, the server is very laggy. 1.14 has not been a great update whatsoever. The server is not coping very well, but 1.14.1 seems to be around the corner fairly soon. One thing we have found is our one player sleeping has broken, so for something we've got to get around this is we have just installed a command which sets the time today, so all the players can use this, and you may see this in other players' videos, and this is just trigger sleep temp, which you'll see there, and this will set the time today just like that. As you'll see, it is now day. That is what we have to use for the time being until we get a one player sleeping module data pack which now works. Now I want to show you what we're working on in the stream. As you will see, this here is a TNT, and we're going to go around the back, and as you'll see, we have some pulse extenders, we've got some delay here, and we've got some repeaters down there. This is how we're going to kill the golems. We decided in the stream that we're bored of killing things with lava, so we've added some lava there to reduce the golem's health. And then we thought, well, I think someone suggested to me in the stream, why not we kill them with TNT? So that's exactly what we have done. As you will see, this is what we have. This here is a TNT duper. And what we're going to do, are you ready for this? We are going to activate this, and what we're going to do is activating those pressure plates will actually activate this TNT. Let's give this a go. Okay, so we're going to simulate, pretend we've been a golem. We've fallen through these 2 layers of lava, which has reduced our health to just under half. Now we're going to be carried along through these water streams and the whole way down to these pressure plates. These are the pressure plates of doom, and what we're going to do is we're going to stand on these, then we're going to get off, we're going to run outside, and we're going to come around the back. As you'll see, the TNT has been pushed forward, and what we'll see is there's delays, so when it comes forward, and there you go, TNT gets duped, falls down, explodes, the items go down in the hoppers. That is so cool. Should I tell you what, this duper? We did have an incident. I'm not going to deny we did have an incident where I may have had a bit of blowing up going on, and everything got blown up. The duper got blown up, and I got blown up. But luckily we didn't lose everything because all of the hoppers are down there. But now we're going to go and take a look at where all the items are going to be going. So we're going to go down this ladder. Okay, so when we come down to the bottom of the ladder, I've set up a really simple room. This isn't really ever going to be seen apart from me, so I didn't really go in any detailed design. And we're actually missing a block there. That should be polished andesite, which we'll sort out at some point. You can actually see some redstone through the gap there. Here we have an item sorter kind of thing. So we have stupid amounts of chests. We're never going to fill all of this with iron, but all of these are going to be for storing iron up until this row here, and the last row here is just going to be storing poppies. So we're going to have them filtered out, so if you need poppies you go straight to the end chest, otherwise you've got all the iron as it needs be. Around the back we just have a simple filter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up the top here, and we should be able to get inside. There we go. Here we have the item stream, the item filter line, that's the word I'm looking for, which comes down, and what we haven't actually done is we haven't set up the item filter yet, which I'm going to make sure I do. We need to put some poppies in there with some other items, and then this just takes it round to this second line of chests. And yes, I really do need to replace that andesite block with an actual andesite block, because that's really going to bug me. But what we do need to do in today's episode is actually make this thing work, and the way we're going to... Oh my word. Guys, I've noticed something. In the stream, we purposely set this bed here to a red bed. Bang! There we go. That makes it a lot better. That makes it a lot better. As you can see, what we have is we have a bunch of smithing tables. We chose smithing tables because they were easier to put in place because we've got no GUI yet of 1.14. We've also got the bell in place, so the iron golems spawn in these water streams just here, and we've had glass all over the top so they can't spawn anywhere else. The beds for the villagers to sleep in, a bell for them to conjugate around to make it a village. So it's all nice and simple. It's a fairly simple design. You can build 2 layers to this, but I've decided to only build 1 just for the strain on the server, and because there's going to be a stupid amount of entities here anyway, so I think 1 layer will do, and if it's going to be running around the clock when the server is online, I think it will be just fine. Okay, so it is time to try and move the first set of villagers, and what I'm doing is I'm starting with the ones closest by, so we're just going to try this technique, and there are quite a few people online. 5 people online, there were 6 a minute ago, and there's a lot of people, and obviously it means it's laggy, but to be honest, I don't care. I'm happy if there's people online, people are enjoying themselves, but we've got villagers to move, and the idea I've set up is we have this drop chute just down here, so they go through this, and it's just a water stream which goes the whole way along to the portal. The portal will then take them through, because we also have a water stream. When they fall off the edge here, just like that, they'll go straight through in the portal, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to try and get up to the villagers. The ones we're going to try and drop, which, oh, we've flown, is these ones just here. This is 10 villagers. I have no clue how this is going to work. This may go really well, or not so well. All we have to do is break this block here. Oh, there was an explosion. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Because of just how annoying they are, I am going to get rid of these ones. If they're in the tube, they're in the tube. They've done a good job. If they're not, so be it. We're just going to have to get rid of you guys, because I think we could be here for a very, very long time if we leave. But that's good to bear in mind. I don't know how I'm going to get around that, but it's good to know. We might have to build some kind of platform. We could nudge them out one by one. It might be easier to build it like that. But now we need to see if they're actually going through the portal, which is like, oh, they haven't got through just yet. And one guy actually walked into the tube for us, which is very, very nice. And hopefully, what we should see is them going through the portal when they go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them as they are. They seem to be converting, because I think there are some composters down there. So some of them have turned into farmers. But we're going to leave them to do their thing. Hopefully, we'll see them go through the portal. Okay, they're falling down. That is number 1. That's number 2. Right, there is always this lag spike when it's... Right, okay, so the other side is now loaded. So they should go through fairly quickly without pausing the server. So all of them are going through. That is good. There's 2 left. This has gone smooth. I mean, we have killed off 5 of the 10 that were in there. But that's not too bad. We are going to... Well, hopefully they've survived on the other side. The other side's going to be more difficult, because then we have to load up into minecart. But I think the first thing we're going to do is... We're just going to do it step by step. The first thing we're going to do is get them all the villagers. Don't... Oh, you've gone back through, haven't you? Okay, we're going to try and do a bit of a different method just to see how this works. See if we can prevent less villager deaths, mean we got more to save. How am I going to do this? I'm quite scared to break these blocks, so I don't think there's anything underneath them. Oh, there are a few. Right, okay, so they've exploded out. And now what we're going to do is do that. Now I need to break that slab. So he's going to go down. Then all I should have to do is just push these villagers through. And yep, that's working. Okay, so we've actually, I think, hopefully we can save more. It seems that out of the 10 that were over there, we've only got 4 into the nether alive. I don't know what happened to the other 6. So I'm sure we put 5 into the nether, but 1 has just vanished. So I don't know what's happened to them, but these seem to be working. Brilliant. Right, I'll crack on, I'll get these through, and... Okay, yep. That could happen too. Okay, it seems that server crash was not a great server crash whatsoever. It was a while since the last world save, and you'll see that obviously all of that stuff that I built up is now gone. So that's not great, but I've now had to do some server maintenance stuff, which is really annoying, this update. Really bad. This is worse than 1.13 was. 1.14.1 really should come soon. As you can see, all that progress has gone. Oh well, so be it. It's only dirt and some water, so we can sort that out. But that's a bit of a pain. So what we're going to do now is actually I better check that as the other side. Yeah, the villagers on this side are gone, so I'm going to hope they're still in the nether. Otherwise, they've probably vanished out of thin air. And I don't understand what's going on with ice. This seems to be a bug where light isn't actually stopping ice from forming, which is very odd, but it doesn't matter because this water is going to have to go at some point. So I'll crack on and I'll try and redo and get back to where we were with this progress. What on earth? What? How have you... What? I'm confused. I honestly have no clue how that those villagers have done that. And you've been a good boy. You can be too, can't you? Like I said, you just have to talk to them nicely. Just talk to them nicely and they do exactly what you want them to do. Okay, so it's now time. I have the villagers in their cells, and what I think we're going to do first is actually get them out into this area. So we'll separate them from the villagers that are going to want to run away. So if we do something like that maybe, and then all we have to do is we need to make sure to remove this block, because I reckon what's going to happen... Nope, you're doing a runner. I watched you, you see. Let's get you on the rail. Maybe they just take a little bit of damage. What we might have to do is craft up a load of potions. And actually, I think we're going to have to move them one by one, because I don't want them bouncing back or coming back through off of each other. So, yeah, I forgot moving mobs in Minecraft, especially through the nether. It's just not fun. Not fun at all. Right, I'll get them on the rails, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. I think they've just pushed one of the guys in the minecart into the block, so they've literally suffocated one of their own. That is shocking behaviour. I mean, I literally say that while suffocating them through blocks, but still disgraceful. And they're off. They're off. Go, 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 go. Let's try and keep the chunks loaded. He has zoomed off ahead in front of his friends. Okay, so on this side, what we've done is we've set up some water streams. We've obviously raised the portal up, put some trapdoors, and this should work. The first villager will get stuck at this position here, but the other villagers should nudge him in and then push them up to the top. So let's give this a go. Right, okay, so this is going to be our test dummy, as this whole batch of villagers are, really. Now we're going to push you through to the overboard. I don't think there should be much of a lag spike, as the spawn chunk's technically always loaded. So yeah, there wasn't too much of a lag spike there. Now you're next. You're going to go through. This is why I have boxed off the entire area, because they are an absolute pain to move. You're next. There we go. And you're number 3.
I'm here, telling you not to surrender until the reflex be a part of you. Not everyone around is doing the best they can. It's just a way to feel protected inside an arm that always takes all it wants from you. Losing control. Every time you keep like they told ya, losing control.
I think what we're watching here is actually them gossiping. I think this is the time of day that they gossip. So yeah, I think they're gathering around the bell to share gossips with each other. And there's a golem! There's a golem! Oh my word! We have a golem at the farm! There is a golem! There's iron! I'm so excited. Now, I think this could be the first one. He falls... that could be an issue with them bobbing. We're going to have to keep an eye on that, because obviously we don't want them to die in this. He's fallen through. Now we get to see if the TNT works. So excited about this. And there might actually be more that come through. Probably not, because there aren't loads and loads of villagers. But this is why we test. He's actually gone through himself, but we will tweak that, because obviously that will need to be changed. He's activated it. The TNT's been pushed out. He waits there. The TNT falls. TNT blows up. It kills him. I so hope the drops work thing now. I hope he actually dropped his items. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head down to the storage area, just like that. There we go. And we'll wait a second and see if any iron comes through the system. Aha, I've just remembered that I didn't sort out the poppy filter. So they could have got stuck somewhere. Yes, they've got stuck here, and we have iron! Oh, yes, 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 yes. And what we want to do is, I think all we want to do up here... Which one do you add the filter in? It must be this one you have the filter in. Just like that. And that should only now filter out poppies. Brilliant. So now all we have to do is if, let's say, we put the iron... Where's the iron? We've got the 4 iron there. Let's put that in the system. And let's block this back up. Didn't mean to fall down. Oh, well, we'll sort that out in just a second. This is now in the chest. The farm works. I'm so happy. So extremely happy.
Deep inside you, I know you have the volcano waiting for explode. Show what's good underneath. Not everyone around is doing the best they can. It's just a way to feel protected inside an arm that always takes all it wants from you. Losing control. Every time you keep like they told ya, losing control. Every time you whisper, every sec you gave them, every little drop you lost, that energy is wasted.
Okay, so here we go. I can't remember where we left off because I've had a few things going on, but if we fly down, as you can see, we have all the villages in place. We are up to what I'm going to call the maximum for the amount of villagers we're going to put in for the time being. The reason being is because I don't want to put too much strain on the server with about 80 odd villagers in this area. I want to keep this as smooth as possible. We've done some lag busting, which has reduced a lot of lag on the server, which is very, very good. But we're here in the spawn chunks, and what we're going to do is we're going to sleep, and I'm going to show you one of the issues I'm getting. What we're going to see is we are going to see a lot of golems spawn in and the actual TNT not keeping up as it should. So what we'll see is in just a second we should see the iron golems. Yeah, there we go. They are spawning in and there is a lot of them which spawn in really quite quickly. Look at that. They all come in at once because the villagers have just got up. They're all beginning the gossiping. And as we'll see, they come down their way down here. Okay, so the first one's gone over. And what we'll see is that actually... it kind of pulses and it sometimes doesn't kill off all the golems. As you'll see, a couple there didn't die, but this doesn't matter because the next TNT will damage them. And this might kill off a couple of them, which we will see, hopefully. But I think, yeah, what we're going to witness here is the pulse actually won't actually manage to kill them all off. So we'll see these ones come in, explode, and actually it did. Sometimes it doesn't, and I'm logging on, and we're getting a whole backlog of golems the whole way up to here. So what we're going to have to do in the next, straight off in the next episode, is we're going to have to redesign this redstone we did in a stream. I think I've got an idea on how we're going to do it, but at the moment, I have no more time left for today's episode. So if you have enjoyed, please leave a like, as it really helps out the channel a lot. It is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube this Sunday, I believe. So I think I'm going to be streaming, so if you are around for that, there'll be messages on Twitter, Discord, and I might post an announcement video here on YouTube. So it'd be great if you come along and join me celebrating 2 years here on YouTube. So thank you for watching today's episode. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.